So stocks had a pretty good day heading into Christmas, guys. And by the way, Merry Christmas. Today is not Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Hope you guys got all your shopping done. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Again, Merry Christmas. So, yeah, I just got actually some last-minute shopping done today. Don't tell my fiance or anybody else that I said that. But in this video, we're going to break down Tesla stock. We're going to go over some other stocks very quickly. And we're just going to talk about the overall markets. As, again, we had a pretty good day as we're getting into the Christmas break, the holiday break here as Monday. The stock market, if you didn't know, is closed. So let's break down quickly what ended up happening yesterday on Friday. We had the S&P 500 up 0.6%, Russell up 0.4%, NASDAQ up 0.25%, as the, what did I miss? The Dow up 0.5%, went up 0.5%. So yeah, pretty solid day all across the board. And do you guys dig this this little Christmas sweater right here? What do you guys think about it? Seriously, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Man, this thing looks, I wouldn't wear it if it wasn't Christmas. Let me put it that way. So, but I think it's pretty cool either way. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, overall, pretty strong day in the stock market yesterday. We had the VIX down a whopping 5%. Let me pull up the VIX chart now, guys. Let me show you what's going on here. VIX is now down to 20 points. It is about to break potentially back under 20 to test the teens. That is insane. I mean, we had a little pop in the VIX a couple weeks ago. When was that? Early December. On the 5th, it started moving up until about the 13th, and in that time, it went from 1895 to about 26. It ran up 35%. That's a big move, and since that point, as you guys can see, actually, you can't really see it, but it has come down a decent amount. Now we're, pushing the teens again, which who knows? We might be going in the teens at some point after Christmas. Definitely possible, guys. And if I pull up SPY, we talked about this recently, but I'll mention it again here for all you guys watching. Even though we had a pretty good day on Friday, Green Day, Bulls did pretty well, we're still noticing, or at least I am, a head and shoulders forming. We have the left shoulder right here, the head's right here, you guys see that, and the right shoulder is right here, potentially. It's not fully formed yet, but, if we fail at, which we are now, at the neckline at about 388, 390, if we continue to fail at this point and we ultimately break under 375, I guarantee you guys, well, I can't actually guarantee you guys, but in my opinion, I'm confident we're going to see a lot more downside. That right shoulder could really start gaining steam. Again, if we fall under 375. And pulling up triple Q, let me show you guys what's going on here. This thing is also showing a head and shoulders, at least in my opinion. We failed at 278. Now we're under 270. And I mentioned this in my recent video, but I'll say it again, guys. This is right by the lows now, pretty much. The lows were 254 back in the middle of October. Now we're at 267. You guys see that? We're just a stone's throw away from those lows. I'm not trying to freak you guys out, but another 3-4% down, triple Q is going to be at the lows. We might even take the lows out. And think about it. And let me show you this. If we get under that point, 255, we're going to be pushing down probably 40% at that point from all-time highs. Let me see here on the yearly chart where we're going to be. What's the all-time high, first of all? 404, right? Roughly on triple Q. Is that the all-time high? Come on, is it? Yeah, roughly 408, 404, whatever. If we take out 250 from 408, that's going to be a 38% drop. If we start getting to the 240s, 230s, we're talking over 40%. Which, if we start getting to the low 200s, that's a point where we're talking 50%, close to 50%. So we're in a very vulnerable spot on triple Q, no doubt about it. I mean, if you look here on the 3-year, does it not show clear lower highs being made and, arguably a descending triangle? You can see it right here, kind of, right? I mean, you can argue that's forming. So if we do fail at that 255 level, which is where my alert's at, watch out below. And if SPY fails, again, like I said, 350. Well, maybe I didn't mention 350 today. But, we also have a descending triangle, arguably, here on SPY. If we fall 350, 355, 345, this could be going down faster than you guys think, especially if the economic data in the new year is off, which it could very well be. Obviously, we can't look into the future. Time will tell. We're going to have to let it happen, guys. Unfortunately, we cannot predict the future. This is not Back to the Future 2, where Biff had the almanac and, he predicted all the sports bets and he got rich, and you guys have seen that movie, right? It would be awesome if it was like that in real life in the stock market, but unfortunately, it's not like that. Unfortunately, it's just not like that. So let's pull up Tesla stock, which could it go under $100? It absolutely can, but I'm making a bet here in the short term that in the very short term, it's not going to go under $100. Maybe at some point in 2023 it does, and by short term I mean, very short term, next couple of weeks here. But who knows? Maybe later in 2023, mid 2023. At that point, who knows? It could be under $100. But I'm making a bet here that we're going to get a short-term bounce on Tesla. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I did nibble a little bit at about $128 a share, a little bit above that. I do believe we are going to see a move towards the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart, be it around $150, maybe if that breaks, 160, 65, maybe 170 if this thing got very hot on a relief rally. And let me say this, we're not quite yet getting that relief rally. I mean, on Friday, Tesla went down another 1.7%. In fact, we took the lows out and we hit a fresh low. We hit $121. So, there's no sign of a relief rally yet, but I'm speculating at some point, whether it be next week, the week after, we're going to get a little spike and maybe a couple days in a row of just a relief rally where this could go from 120s, right? Maybe to the 130s, 40s, maybe 50s. And again, maybe higher if it does get really hot, but I'm not getting my hopes, way too high, right? I'm not going to get my hopes too high. But that's what I'm banking on, right? That's where I'm looking to play Tesla. So I do believe, like I've said in my other videos where we talked about Tesla more in depth, I do believe under 100 is very possible based on the fundamentals as we're getting into this year. But to say that, it could go under 100 in a week or two when it's already gone down, you got to realize, guys, in the span of this month, throughout December, Tesla's down 40%. I mean, to say it's going to go down another, let's say, to say it's going to go down another 15, 20%, that in my eyes is a little bit far-fetched in the very short term. That's the gamble that I'm making here. I could be wrong. I could lose a lot of money here. But I'm making that speculation that we're going to get the bounce as we're way oversold here before we end up maybe testing 100, maybe going under $100. So in the very, very, very short term, I've been wrong as I am down about $5-6 per share right now, but I'm holding on and I'm going to give it a little bit of time to move. For me, guys, you could do whatever you want, but for me, with stocks like Tesla, and ones that are more, volatile in the short term, sometimes I do like to cut them short or cut them loose, put a stop at 2-3%. But other times I keep a mental stop loss and I'm kind of loose with it, right? I let the stock do its thing a bit, and before I ultimately make the decision on whether to cut it or not, or continue to hold it. But let's say, for example, in a week or two, Tesla is still in the 120s. It hasn't done much of anything. I might just sell it at that point. Let's say if it dumps to the 110s, 110, I'll probably sell it, cut the loss at that point. But here in the 120s, I'm going to let it ride a little bit, and we'll see how it plays out. What do you guys think about Tesla? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you agree with me that in the short term, we're going to get that little bounce back before we end up going to 100, under 100? Or do you think we're just going to go straight to 100 next week and I'm going to lose money? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Free money, guys. It also helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. So let's take a look at quickly some other stocks, ETFs that I'm looking at here. We have XLE, which is an energy ETF. This is almost back to $90 a share, guys. On Friday, it went up 3.2%. Very good day for XLE, and it's clear to me that the uptrend is continuing. Higher lows are being made, obviously, and now with Friday's big move, we're now taking out the highs from earlier last week. We're holding the uptrend. We broke the 50 SMA. Now we're about to test $88, $89, where I'll set my alert right now at $89. If that's able to break, we break the 180 SMA. This could be going mid-90s, high 90s, maybe towards the hundreds again, which when was the last time XLE was over 100? Back in 2014, guys. So XLE is looking good. My alert's at 89. Let's see what it does at that point. Mid-90s again, high 90s, hundreds is where it could be going from there. Another one that I'm watching this week is Starbucks, which has pulled back a good amount from 105 to 98. It's down about 7%, not nearly down as as down as some other stocks, but it has come down a bit, and the uptrend is clear as day, still holding here, and it looks like we're right by the 180 SMA right now on the 4-hour, pretty oversold. Hey, let's see if buyers come in. Let's see if they scoop it up to start pushing this thing back over $100 a share. I'll set my alert. Right now at 100. Mark is at or above. Let's do that now. Melly is another one. Mercado Libre. Let me show you guys this. We have a wedge on the 4-hour chart, slightly under the moving averages, but if we start breaking, I mean, you guys see all my alerts, 1,000, 1035, 1150, 1400. Well, we're far away from 1400, but if we start breaking 1,000, and honestly, in the short term, 900, we could start getting a move. So I'm going to set my alert markers that were above 900. We'll see what it does here in this wedge, as it honestly has not quite yet picked direction. And the last one is Nucor, which is about to pick direction, in my opinion. If we do break 138, $140, this thing could end up flying. Top of the channel, mid-high 140s. Honestly, 150s and maybe even higher than that is where this could be going in the short term. So I'm going to wrap up the video right here, guys, about 12 minutes in. Again, Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas Eve. I don't want to spend too much time here. I want you guys to get back to what you're doing. And honestly, I should probably get back to, to the family. And, just figure, let me come here, make this quick video and upload it. And that's what we did. Hope you guys had a great day so far. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve, Happy Holidays. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, get all the free stocks down below, check out the Patreon. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.